Hello, I'm Mike Campbell, County Judge for Clay County here in Henrietta, Texas, and I've got some things we need to update you on very quickly. First of all, the Commissioners Court did meet this morning, and they are applying for a grant from FEMA through Texas Division of Emergency Management for 75 safe rooms or cellars here in Clay County. This is the first day of the process, and basically what that means is they will reimburse you for half of the cost of your cellar up to $1,500. So what that means is if you bought a $3,000 cellar, you would get up to $1,500 back as soon as we get the funding for that. So this could be a long ways off, but we began the process today. It could be 6 months or a year, but I just want you to be aware that that's a project they're working on and looking forward to that as well. The other thing that probably don't need to be aware of, the governor announced last week that he was changing some of the guidelines as far as the COVID-19 is concerned, most of which had no effect on those of us in Clay County, with the exception of gatherings of 100 or more. And what he said was the local judge or mayor would need to approve anything over 100. For as far as we're concerned, I know many folks, churches, and communities are planning 4th of July celebrations. As far as I know, everything is good to go with that. We will certainly approve any of those. However, we need to encourage you to use good judgment. If you're in a position where you are immune deficient, then perhaps you should consider not going. However, with our situation in the rainfall that we had some good rain this past week, but our grass and pastures will still burn. So let me encourage you to go to these public displays. And if you do purchase fireworks, use them with great caution. Visited with our emergency management coordinator, Keith Birch, this morning, and he said that we had 2 fires over the weekend, both of which were started by people not using fireworks safely. So let me encourage you to do that. Use good judgment when it comes to fireworks, and attend if you can. But also, when you attend, stay with your family. Use social distancing. Just be cautious and careful on all of that as well. Those are probably the 2 biggest things that we need to be aware of in regard to fireworks and 4th of July and safe rooms. Now, the thing that I most want you to be aware of is we do now have 5 active cases of COVID-19 in the county. I visited with our Clay County Memorial Hospital staff. They tell me that 5 have tested. All 5 are quarantined at home and are doing well, but they did test positive. So just use extreme caution now as we go about our work and our lives. Like we've been talking about since March, unless you really, really need to go, we'd encourage you to stay home. Certainly those of you that have to go to work and that sort of thing, certainly use good hygiene, wash your hands, stay out of people's faces, just use common sense when it comes to all these. So once again, the big news of the day, I guess, is we do have 5 active cases in Clay County. And what that means to us is just assume that wherever you're going, assume they've been there ahead of you, and use the hand sanitizer. If you feel more comfortable with a mask, certainly that would be appropriate as well. But in Clay County, we're very fortunate that we're not as susceptible, but yet now we're seeing that we are not immune either. So let me encourage you to use good judgment and just be cautious and careful in everything that you do. Once again, thanks for your time. And if you have any questions about any of this, give me a call here at the courthouse. We'll be glad to try to answer those questions, or message me or email me, either one. If you go to our website, co.clay.tx.us, you'll have contact information for all of us on each of these subjects.